Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you all for this press conference on the analysis of Secondary School Certificate Examination of April 2024 conducted by the GOA Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education. At the outset, we wish all the students all the very best for the result of this 2024 SSC examination. You can see here that the result will be available on the following sites. This is results.gbshsc.goa.net. What the students need to know is their seat number, school index, and registration ID. Now this registration ID will be available just below the photo on the hall ticket. Most of the time they just confuse with this registration ID. Now this is what is they are going to get it. And the result is also available on DigiLocker portal, which is a Government of India initiative. So they can just download that DigiLocker, and these documents will be available, or this marksheet will be available on real-time publications. There were 31 examination centers for this SSC examination, and this examination was conducted from 1st April 2024 to 24th April. There is a consolidated result sheet which will be made available to the schools from 17th May from 2 p.m. onwards, around that time. As I have said, that the results will be available on gbshsc.goa.net and also on the DigiLocker portal. The result booklet will be available today itself on the official website of this board. You can see this last 5 years result. 2019, this was the annual examination. That means the portion was for the entire year's portion for the examination. So 2019, 2020, this was the annual examination. You can see that result 92.47, 92.67. As you know that 2021, this was a pandemic year, and the result was declared based on the internal assessment scheme. That was a special scheme. In the year 22 and 23, to just cope up with what are the crises of COVID-19, we had to move to the semester pattern. That means half the portion for the first year and the remaining portion for the second year. And there were 2 semesters, and the performance of the students, it was taken, and the consolidated result was prepared based on the first term and the second year. Now in this year 2024, you can see this graph also. As I have said, it is annual 2019, 20, 21 internal, 22 and 23 semester pattern. You can see this graph also. And coming to this 24 examination, appeared 18,914 and passed 17,473, giving the result as 92.38%. 400 schools have sponsored their candidates for this examination, of which 319 are the aided schools, unaided 11, and government 78. 19,557 they have registered for this examination, and there were 24 withdrawals on various reasons. You can see this result gender wise. Boys 9,318, passed 8,555, reserved 38, and the result is 91.80. Girls 9,596 appeared, 8,918 passed, 59 reserved, and 92.93% is the result. So out of 18,914 from the regular category, 17,473 they have passed, and the result is 92.38. Now why we have kept this result as reserve? Because of non-submission of their internal assessment scheme despite the repeated calls, or maybe with the grades also they did not submit it. Schools.
How many schools?
There are major 1 or 2 schools, and others here and there. The reason is only because they have to just check whether they have sent it properly in the proper format or not. And I will come to this. Let me finish this and then we'll come to it. And then you can see the next slide here. This is for private ITI and the repeater candidates. Now repeater exempted, that means they have taken few subjects. So out of 232, 82 they have passed and the result is 35.34. ITI freshers, that means those who have not completed their class 10, but they have done their diploma course of 2 years. There were 10 such candidates, 4 have passed, the result is 40. Now repeater hold, that means because of some reason they did not appear for the main examination and now they have come for maybe they have taken entire subjects, all subjects. There were 10 such candidates, 1 have passed, the result is 10%. And private freshers, these are the candidates who have detained or maybe they have directly appeared for the class 10 examination. There are also candidates who are failing in the class 9 and they have appeared as a private candidate. So this is the figure that you can see, 360, 36 they have passed and 145 are placed in reserve category, once again because of non-submission of their internal assessment marks. You can see this Divyang candidates results appeared 464 from 104 regular schools and there are 4 special schools, out of which 407 they have passed and the result is 87.72%. The educational facilities granted to these Divyang students, one is 50% concession in the examination fees. There is a special paper for this candidates depending on their ability. There is an extra time. There is a special sitting arrangement preferably on the ground floor. Then there is a nearest examination center that we grant them. There is a scribe or what is called as a reader or a writer. There is a facility of enlarged print of question paper. They are also allowed to drop second language and take subjects like painting, cookery, DTP, data processing, astronomy or music also sometimes. There is a computer based examination for visually impaired candidate. There was one candidate who has answered his examination on the laptop. So the soft copy of the question paper, this was made available to him and he has answered on the laptop and he has answered this examination. All papers he has answered based on this software. This is the result of special schools. There are 4 special schools in the state of Goa. One Sanjay Center for Special Education, Porvorim. 31 candidates were sponsored. All passed. Our result is 100%. St. Xavier's Academy, Old Goa. 23 candidates out of 23. All 23 have passed. 100% result. Lok Vishwas Pratishthan's Virani Isani High School for hearing impaired children. They have sponsored 4 out of which 2 have passed. Result is 50%. And again, once again, Lok Vishwas Pratishthan's IJ Virani and NI Virani School and Home for Visually Impaired Children, Dhavli Fonda. Out of 5, 3 have passed. Result is 60%. And this is the percentage that you can see for those candidates who have passed in this examination. What we call as 46 to 59. In that percentage, the number of the candidates are 5,348. 60 to 74, it is 6,317, and 75 and above, it is 3,809 candidates. You can see the social category wise SSC results of this examination. In the general category, 13,603 they have appeared and 12,470 have passed. Needs improvement is 377 and this is the facility, once again this is improved, this is allowed to keep terms. That means those who have failed or those who have got the needs improvement in 1 or 2 subjects, they can take the admission for the 11th class. So there are 687 such students from this category. Reserved are placed in this category, they are 69 because of the reasons of non-submission of the grades or maybe it is the internal assessment marks. And the pass percentage here it is 91.67%. From OBC, 2,920 have appeared, 2,764 have passed, 45 are placed in needs improvement and 101 they have been allotted ATKT category. Reserve are 10. This result is 94.66%. SC, 382 appeared, 344 passed, 12 needs improvement, ATKT 21, 6 are placed in reserve category. ST 2009, 1895 have passed, 42 are placed in needs improvement. ATKT are granted to 60 candidates and reserve is 12. This percentage is 94.33%. So altogether 869 candidates, they have been given the permission to keep the terms in class 11. Now unless they clear the class 10th results, they will not be given the result of class 11, and so they will not be even, their result will not be declared unless they clear class 10. This is what is about the ATKT facility. You can see this facility ATKT social category wise. 687, OBC it is 101, SC is 21, ST it is 60. So 869 candidates, they have been given this facility. Taluka wise enrollment of candidates and the result. You can see these talukas. Bardes 54 aided schools. Aided schools means they have been given the grant in aid schools. Unaided, there is no grant from the government. They are running by their own. And government schools is G here. So we have got 78 government schools, 11 unaided schools and 319 aided schools. Altogether it is 408. So in the Bardes Taluka, the enrollment is 3,321 and passed it is 3,027. So result is 91.15. Bicholam it is 1,213, of which 1,129 they have passed. Result is 93.08. Kankona it is 663, of which 630 they have passed. The result is 95.02. This is the highest. Darbadar it is 324 and passed it is 283. The result is 87.35. KPM it is 1019, of which 918 they have passed and 90.09% is the result. Marmugao this is 1663, of which 1511 they have passed and 90.86, this is the result. Pedne it is 922, of which 869 have passed. Result is 94.25. Fonda it is 2285 and 2155 have passed and the result is 94.31. Salset, the enrollment is the maximum, that is 3982 and 3736 have cleared this examination. The result is 93.82. Sangam this is 404, 362 they have passed. The result is 89.6. Sattari it is 718, 654 they have passed. The result is 91.09. And Tiswadi it is 2400 and the result is 91.58. 2199 they have passed this examination. This is Taluka wise. You can see this percentage. Bardes 91, Bicholam it is here. You can skip this slide. This is what you can see. And there were 31 centers spread across this state. You can see this Bicholim center 784 they have appeared, 747 have passed. The result is 95.28. Kankona 391, 372 have passed. The result is 95.14. Kukolim 578, 560 have passed, 96.89. This is the result. Kutsade this is 718, 632 have cleared. Result is 88.02. KPM this is 405, 356 have cleared. The result is 87.90. Marcella this is 601, 550 have cleared. Result is 91.51. Margao this is 1380, 1336 have passed. Result is 96.81. Mangeshi 294 they have appeared, 288 cleared. Result is 97.96. Panji this is 975, 896 have cleared. Result is 91.90. Harmal this is 183 appear, 170 pass. Result is 92.90. Pedne 504, of which 483 have passed. Result is 95.83. Pilar, this is 361, of which 341 have passed, result is 94.46. Fonda, this is 1321, appeared, 1250 have passed, result is 94.63. Sangam, this is 193 have appeared, 172 have passed, result is 89.12. Sakhri, this is 760 they have appeared, 678 have passed, 89.21 is the result. Shiroda, 324 have appeared, 292 cleared, 90.12 is the result. Shuolim, this is 261 appeared, 243 passed, result is 93.10. Tisk, or it is Dharbaloda, out of 416, 382 have passed, result is 91.83. Walpoi, 457 have appeared, 419 have passed, result is 91.68. Vasco, this is 1443, of which 1304 passed, result is 90.37. Navilim, this is 1485 have appeared, 1359 have passed, result is 91.52. Porvorim, out of 589, 521 have passed, result is 88.46. Manren, out of 235, 216 have passed, result is 91.91. Kalangud, 428, out of 428, 348 have passed, result is 81.31. Verna, out of 738, 666 have passed, result is 90.24. Aldana, out of 217, 197 have passed, result is 90.70. Kujira, 777, out of 777, 715 have passed, 92.02 is the result. Paigate, this is 251, out of 251, 238 have passed, result is 94.82. MAPSA, we have split them into A and B. So at A center, out of 832, 769 have cleared this examination, result is 92.43. And MAPSA B center, this is 872, out of 872, 836 have cleared, result is 95.87. Netraville, this is the remotest center in the state of Goa, out of 141, 137 have cleared, result is 97.16. So you can see the overall result is 92.38%. So this is for National Skill Qualification Framework. This is a 7th subject which were offered to 458 candidates here. They have got a benefit. In fact, number of the candidates appeared is 4,198. This is in most of the government schools and some aided schools. So number of the candidate passed is 3,944 and the pass percentage is 93.95. So those who have offered 7 subjects, the best passing is out of best 6. Even if they passed in any 6 subject, they will be declared as pass. So next slide. This is a pre-vocational subject. Now this is the last opportunity for this pre-vocational subject. The pre-vocational scheme is something like this, that the students can drop maths, science or social science and can opt for this pre-vocational subject. Basically all these pre-vocational subjects, they are all skill based subjects. Now hereafter for the next examination, March 25 onwards, these subjects will be merged with the National Skill Qualification Framework, that is the 7th subject. So this is the last batch of 291, of which 223 they have passed and result is 76.63%. Under sports merit marks, number of the candidates who availed the sport merit marks is 6,727 and actual benefit this was granted to them is 263, meaning because of this sports merit marks they have passed the examination. So overall percentage is 1.51. And these are the subjects which are offered under National Skill Qualification Framework: automobile, IT, ITES, retail, beauty and wellness, apparel, construction, telecommunication, logistics, tourism and hospitality, agriculture, solanaceous crop, plumbing, electronics, healthcare, this is a home health aid, and banking, financial service and insurance. This is basically all these are skill oriented subject. And this is what you can see about the subject wise passing percentage and the highest marks in major subjects. You can see English first language, the pass percentage is here is 90.91 and the highest score is 94. Second language Hindi, the pass percentage is same, that is 90.91, the highest score is 97. Marathi third language, the pass percentage is 90.53, the highest score is 98. Konkani TL, the pass percentage is 90.53 and the highest score is 97. Urdu, this is 88.20, the highest score is 99. Sanskrit TL, this is 98.95, the highest score is 98. Arabic TL, this is 97.22, the highest score is 98. French TL, this is 97.29, the highest score is 99. And Portuguese TL, the highest score is 100, the pass percentage is 98.79. And there are two levels of mathematics, mathematics regular and mathematics basic. So 97.77 is for regular, this is the pass percentage, highest score is 100. For basic, highest score is 100, pass percentage is 86.43. Science, pass percentage is 91.05, highest score is again 100. Social science, highest score is 100, the result is 90.98. This is the performance of the new subjects where level 1 and level 2 are introduced. Now why regular mathematics? We didn't say because maths is difficult and therefore you opt for basic maths. It's not like that. Those who are not interested in taking up maths in their further studies, they were permitted to go for level 2. It is by choice. So you can see here figure for level 2, that is a basic mathematics. 385 schools they have sponsored 10,964 candidates, of which 9,476 have passed and that result is 86.43. Whereas now number of the schools offering this regular mathematics is 350 and number of the students appear is 7,614. Out of that 7,444 have passed, the result is 97.77%. As far as the admission is concerned, the first preference will be given to the candidates offering regular mathematics. And in case if there are seats, then the level 2, that is those who have offered basics, they can be given the grant admission to that science stream. Now here there is an astronomy subject which we have introduced as a 7th subject. This number is also increasing. Now this time it is 847, last time it was slightly less, and out of that 816 they have passed, the result is 96.34. This is another additional subject, that is a fine arts, which we have introduced under the pre-vocational category or for children with special need. So there were 58 candidates, out of which 35 have passed, the result is 90.36. This is taluka wise number of the schools with 10% results. We have not declared which are the schools, but we have just given the statistics. So you can see in Bardes, there is a 1 government schools, 12 aided schools and 3 unaided schools. So total number of the schools are 16. So 16 schools have got 100% results. Bicholi, 10 schools they have got 100% result, of which 8 are government schools, 2 are aided schools and there is no unaided schools. Kankona, altogether 10 schools they have got 100% result and 4 Kankona's schools out in that category, they are from government category, 6 are aided schools. Dhar 1 government schools and 2 aided schools, altogether 3 have got 100% result. Kepem, 5 government schools, 4 aided schools, the result is 100%. Marmagova, no government schools have got 100% result, but aided schools are 5 and all 5 have got 100% result. Pendem, 3 government schools have got 100% result, 12 aided schools they have got 100% results. Altogether 15 they are in that 100% category. Fonda, 11 aided schools and 2 government schools have got 100% result. Salset, 17 aided schools and 1 government schools have got 100% result. Sangem, all 5 government schools have got 100%. There are 5 schools of course, 5 schools in the 100% category. Sattari, 8 schools have got 100% result, of which 7 are government and 1 is aided school. Tiswadi, 12 schools have got 100% results, and 3 government school and 8 aided school they have got 100% results. You can see out of 408, 124 schools have got 100% result. That percent is 30%. And government schools out of 78, 51% schools have got 100% result, and out of 319 aided schools, that is a 25% schools have got 100% result, and out of 11 unaided schools in the state of Goa, 4 schools they have got 100% results. And we have asked the schools to form a committee to attend any queries after this result, maybe pertaining to the result or maybe pertaining to the verification of marks. And we have said at least there should be a 3 members committee, of which 1 should be the lady member. And in case if there is a counselor, then the counselor should be also appointed in that committee to handle all these queries coming from the students or maybe from the parents. And for further queries, committee will be headed by one of the senior teacher. Of course, will be monitored by the head of the schools. And this is for further assistance at the GOA board level. They can mail or they can call us also. For verification, for supply of photocopy, verified photocopy of the answer books, the fees is mentioned here, 350 rupees per subject, and the last date is 20th May. After this, the revaluation of answer book, they can make a request for the revaluation of answer books, and that last date is 27/5/2024. So we will make available the verified photocopy on the mail ID of school, and from the school itself it will go on to the candidate's mail. Verification of marks in the absentia, they can make a request, and then in the absentia the office itself, the board's office itself will verify the copy, and this last date is 27th May 2024. There are some norms for this verification of marks. Candidates applying for verified photocopy and or re-evaluation, there is no point in applying for verification of marks in absentia. So if they have applied for a verified photocopy and re-evaluation, they did not go for verification of marks in absentia, because everything, their purpose will be served in those facilities. Now all schools, the schools are advised here to collect the request from the candidates seeking for verification in a one lot itself. They need not send the candidate here. There is a portal. They can send all their requests for verification on the school portal, which will be linked with the board's office. And they can also make a payment gateway, which is provided there. So head of the institution should categorically inform candidates that in case of photocopy, verified photocopy, total marks and any unassessed answers, this one will be verified. Suppose we found that there are some answers which are not unassessed, they are not corrected, then in that case the paper will be sent for re-evaluation and no cost will be charged in that case. It is advisable that once they get a photocopy, then after looking at a photocopy, they can make a request for the re-evaluation. If they found that there is no point in applying for a re-evaluation, they need not apply for re-evaluation. Now, no candidate will be permitted to apply for a photocopy, verified photocopy, verification of absence or re-evaluation of answer books beyond dates of specified in this circular. So, beyond 27 May, no request will be entertained. We will not hand over the result to the candidates or the parents at the distribution center, because those are the authenticate documents. So the schools will have to send the authorized representative to collect their results. Advisable that the parents should not visit for any queries, because there is a committee headed by them, and in case if they have got some grievances, they can always send us the mail through the institution level. And of course, private and the ITI candidates, they will have to collect the mark sheets or any grievances if it is there, they have to get it from the assistant secretary of this office. Tentative date for supplementary examination is 10th of June 2024. We conduct the supplementary examination after 3 weeks of declaration of the result. So those candidates who have got needs improvement, NI, in more than 2 subjects, they will have to appear in the supplementary examination. ATKT candidates, even if they get the admission, even if they are allowed to keep the terms in class 11, they have to clear their 2 subjects, 1 or 2 subjects in this examination. This is the opportunity for them to get it clear in the supplementary examination. So they have to appear for this supplementary examination. Now, candidates who have secured overall H or I, in the final column, if they get H or I, H and I, they are non-qualifying grades. So the candidate will have to appear in those subjects with this grade as H or I. And for the schools, we'll send the circular in this regard, but this is the distribution schedule of the mark sheets. There are 2 talukas, Bardes and Pedne. They will have to collect the mark sheets from Gnan Prasarak Vidyalaya Mapsa from 21st May. Before that, in case if there are any queries regarding their name correction or some discrepancies in the mark sheet, they will have to report it to us. And once, if there are any queries, they will be entertained before we print these mark sheets. After 21st, once the mark sheets are generated, then it will be, then they'll have to pay the additional fees in that regard. Bicholi Sattari will have to collect the mark sheets from Sri Santadurga High School, Bhailipet, that is a Bicholi. Timing is given. And Kankod, Marmagova, Kepe, Salset, Sange will have to collect it from Margam, from Loyola High School, Margam, Goa. And Fonda and Tarbodana schools will have to collect it from Almeida School, that is in Fonda. And schools from Tiswadi and Porubani will collect the mark sheets from this office on 21st May 2024 between 9:30 to 1 p.m. And these are all the online services of the board. You can see registration, enrollment, migration certificate. Most of the services of the board, they are online. And this is our sincere gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister and the Minister of Education, Dr. Pramod Sawantji, for all the assistance in this examination. We also extend our sincere gratitude to the Collector North and South for providing all the support for conduct of smooth examination, Director of Health Services for providing health services through their sub-offices across the state, Chief Electrical Engineer, Electricity Department for maintaining uninterrupted power supply during the examination, Principal Chief Engineer PWD Government of Goa to assist in conduct of examination. There was no digging up work that were going on when the students were attending this examination. Then Director of Panchayat and Director of Urban Development Municipal Administration for the cooperation in conduct of examination. Management of all secondary schools for providing all the support in conduct of public examination. President of Headmasters Forum, all the headmasters of secondary schools, PTAs of all schools, teachers, examiners, conductors, observers, vigilance committee, whoever were appointed for this task. Management and the headmasters or the headmisters of Loyola High School, Margam and St. Peter's High School, Mapsa, for allowing their institution for for taking up this assessment camp. All the assessment were done in these 2 camps, and there was a full cooperation from both these institutions. And of course, Director of General Police, Superintendent Police, North and South for providing police security force on our strong rooms across all the centers. Then Director of Education for his cooperation in the entire exercise. Chairman GDC for his support in providing services to the councillors at all the centers. And of course, you all people, electronic and the print media, for your support and cooperation for giving wide coverage for this examination related matter. And thank you. This is my team of IT who has supported me. On my right side is the Secretary of the Board, Mr. Vidyadhatta P. Naik, and on the left side is I have got Deputy Secretary, Mr. Bharat Subbu. Thank you all. Any questions you are asking?
सरकारी शाळांची प्रगती खूप बरी दिसली. कारण कितें आसलें इतले बरे पर्सेंटेज येवपाक?
आता कशें आसा ना, लास्ट टायम तशें आसा, कारणां पळोवच्या परस न्ही, म्हणजे कशें आसा की जेणी कंटिन्युअस जे भुरग्या फाटल्यान उरले तातूंत मागीर टिचर्सय आसतले, ताचे सहकारी स्टुडंट्सांचे येवंक जाय, पॅरंट्सांचे येवंक जाय आनी फक्त एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस रिमेडियल असलेच ना, पूण तांच्या भुरग्यांक बाबा कितें डिफिकल्ट लागता, हे सगळे फॅक्टर्स आसात न्ही, हे सगळ्या फॅक्टर्साक लागून त्या शाळांचो रिजल्ट बरो आयिल्लो आसा. म्हणजे एकच कारण अशें आसूं शकना, ताका एक कारण अशें आसूं शकना, पूण थंयचें वातावरण तेंय इम्पॉर्टंट आसता. म्हणजे इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन म्हणजे जो शाळा चलयणारो जो हेडमास्टर आसतलो ताचेर सगळें हें आसता. प्रायवेट फेल हय हां, तो डेटा आमचे कडेन, कित्याक तसो कसो आसा 9 फेलूय जाण आसता न्ही, 9 फेल आसतात, पूण एज इट इज न्ही आमचे कडेन प्रायवेट कॅन्डिडेट वर्साक हे फक्त 50 ते 60 आसताले. सो ह्या वर्सा तो चड आयला, ओन्ली बिकॉज ही एक नवीन फॅसिलिटी ह्या भुरग्यांक दिल्ली आसा. नाजाल्यार कशें जाता 9थाक तो फेल जाता, थंयच तो 2 वर्सां काडटा, 3 वर्सां काडटा. सो आमी म्हटलें कितें, जो 9th फेल जाला ताका तुमी 10थाक बसोवंक जाय, तुमच्या स्कुलाच्या रिजल्टाक कांयच अफेक्ट जावचें ना. नंबर ऑफ द स्टॅटिस्टिक्स ते लागीं एक तुजें कशें आसा, म्हणजे इंग्लिशेक तुका जवळ जवळ सगळें, म्हणजे आतां 18,000तले जवळ जवळ 17,000 सुमार ते भुरगे बसतात. आनी तो कसो आसा, तो 50% सुमार आसता. बेसिकली कोंकणी आनी मराठी हो 50% आसता. बाकीचे जे फॉरेन लँग्वेजीस आसा, संस्कृत आसतलें, पोर्तुगीज आसतलें, फ्रेंच आसतलें, हो लागीं तुका एक 500च्या दरम्यान आसता.
सर तुम्ही फाटल्या 5 वर्साचे पर्संटेज दाखयली, पूण ह्या वर्साचे पळयत जाल्यार ते 5 वर्सांकून कमी आसा.
ती स्लायड जी शोवली ती स्लायड आतां कशें जालें तूं, म्हणजे हांवें सांगलां तुका न्ही, आमी ह्या वर्सांनी एन्युअल एग्जामिनेशन घेतलें. एन्युअल एग्जामिनेशन म्हणजे ताका सबंद वर्साचो पोर्शन आसता, आनी सबंद वर्साचो पोर्शन आसल्या कारणान भुरग्यांक सुद्दां ते सगळें शिकचें पडटा. 22ची एग्जाम तुमी पळयशात आनी 23ची एग्जाम तुमी पळयशात न्ही, तो रिजल्ट पळय 92.75 आनी हो 96.64. खंय 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 23 96.64 ही सेमिस्टर पॅटर्न, म्हणजे अर्द पोर्शन दिला तांकां. 22 आनी 23 अर्द पोर्शन दिला. आतां एक्चुअली कंपॅरिजन खंयच्याच रिजल्टाचें करचें न्ही, कित्याक रिजल्ट अल्टिमेटली रिजल्ट कमी आयलो किंवा वाडलो जाल्यार भुरगो पास जाता किंवा फेल जाता म्हणून आसता. आतां भुरगो जशी एकट्यान कोणी म्हटलां की ती कारण म्हणजे बरो सुद्दां भुरगो, आतां आमचे कडेन अश्यो 2 केसीस आयल्या जी आमचे कडेन मॅथ्स लेवल 1 आनी लेवल 2 आसा. तो भुरगो लेवल 1 ताणें रजिस्टर केलें, पूण ही मेट विथ एन एक्सिडंट आनी ताका तो पेपराक बसोवंक मेळूंक ना. पूण ताका एक आनीक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आसली जी लेवल 2क बसलो तो. सो लेवल 2क बसपाक ताका चान्स पडलो आनी थंय तो पास जालो. आतां ना जाल्यार ताका जर सपोज बिकॉज ऑफ हीज फ्रॅक्चर न्ही, बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सिडंट तो बसचो नासलो. सो अल्टिमेटली बरो भुरगो सुद्दां बिकॉज ऑफ सम फॅक्टर्स तो बसना, तो एबसेंट जालो, ताचो रिजल्ट आमच्या परिणामचेर जाता. म्हणजे ते फॅक्टर्स आसता तशें. म्हणजे आतां तुमी जर 2020 जर पळयशात न्ही, 2020 ही लास्ट एन्युअल एग्जामिनेशन आसली. मागीर 2019ची ही एन्युअल एग्जामिनेशन, आनी आतां जर तुमी पळयलें जाल्यार इट इज 94.34. म्हणजे व्हडलेशें वेरिएशन अशें ना आसा तशें. डेफिनेटली 11वी सगळ्यांक एडमिशन मेळटलें. डेफिनेटली तितले सीट्स आसा आमचे कडेन. एकच हय. आतां कशें आसा, इमिजिएटली थोडे फाल्यां येता, परवां येता. आतां इन्क्वायरीज जे आसतात न्ही ते 2-3 दिसांचेच आसतात. 2-3 दीस. आतां मोर ऑर लेस कित्याक कमिटी सांगला, म्हणजे थोड्यांक कळना की एच क्वॉलिफायींग ग्रेड, आय नॉन क्वॉलिफायींग ग्रेड म्हणून खबर आसता, पूण एच नॉन क्वॉलिफायींग ग्रेड म्हणून खुबशे जाणांक खबर ना. थोडे जाण कशें आसता, अरे हो भुरगो बरो, ताका मार्क्स पडलेले आसा, पूण तो ताका बरो येना रिजल्ट, जाल्यार ताणें वेरिफिकेशनाक घालचें काय कितें, ताणें रिइवल्युशन घालचें काय कितें, हे जे क्वेरीज आसा न्ही हे स्कूल लेवलचे जावंक शकता. आनी अकॉर्डिंगली तांच्यांनी तो एडवायस तांकां दिवप. 11वीचे बरो क्वेश्चन विचारला. 11वीच्या एडमिशनाक कांयच फरक पडचो ना. म्हणजे कशें आसा, प्रत्येक स्कुलान जंय येता, म्हाका सपोज म्हाका फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री आनी मॅथ्स घेवपाक जाय जाल्यार ज्या इन्स्टिट्युशनान हे सब्जेक्ट आसा, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री आनी मॅथ्स घेवंक जाय, त्याच इन्स्टिट्युशनान हांव वतलों. म्हाका सपोज अकावंटन्सी घेवंक जाय, इकॉनॉमिक्स घेवंक जाय, हिस्ट्री घेवंक जाय, खंय ते सब्जेक्ट आसा जाल्यार थंयच वयतलो. आतां आमी कित्याक जे हे कॅटेगरी जे आर्ट्स कॉमर्स आनी सायन्स हे आमी कित्याक दाखोवचे ना सर्टिफिकेटीचेर, दॅट इज अ रिजन कितें आसा की जो स्टिग्मा आसता भुरग्याक, जो आर्ट्सवालो सुद्दां हुशार भुरगो आसता, पूण आर्ट्सवालो हुशार भुरगो आसता पूण तो सायन्सवाल्या कडेन जेन्ना बसता तेन्ना ताका मातसो खंय तरी एक येता, अरे हो सायन्सवालो, हेचे फर्स्ट क्लास आसता, अशें आर्ट्सवालो सुद्दां 80% आसता, पूण ताका एक जो हे न्यूनगंड येता न्ही, त्या न्यूनगंडाक लागून तो न्यूनगंड काडपा खातीर वी थॉट दॅट ते आर्ट्स कॉमर्स आनी सायन्स हे अशें आसचें ना, सर्टिफिकेटीचेर सगळे जाण 12वी पास जाले आनी हे सब्जेक्ट घेवन बसले. फुडें तांकां जर सपोज नीट एग्जामीक बसूंक जाय, जेई एग्जामीक बसूंक जाय जाल्यार जे सब्जेक्ट रिक्वायरमेंट आसा त्याच सब्जेक्टान वतले. कोणी जर सपोज कॉम्बिनेशन वियर्ड कॉम्बिनेशन घेतलें जाल्यार तें कॉम्बिनेशन घेवन ताका ते फुडें एडमिशनाक ताका त्रास जातले. आतां आमचे कडेन आनी एक आसा, एका इन्स्टिट्युशनान आमचे कडेन रिक्वेस्ट मागल्या की जेणे फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री मॅथ्स घेतला ताका आमी इकॉनॉमिक्स दिवंक सोदता, म्हणजे चवथो जो ऑप्शन आसा तो इकॉनॉमिक्स. आमी सांगलें जो पर्यंत तुका एडिशनल टीचर, तुजे कडेन टिचराची प्रोविजन जाता, तुजे कडेन टायम टेबलाची प्रोविजन आसा आनी तुजें कांयच जर हरकत ना जाल्यार वी हॅव ऑल्सो नो प्रॉब्लम. सो अशें एक इन्स्टिट्युशन रिक्वेस्ट केला की फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बरोबर फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बरोबर इकॉनॉमिक्सय शिकता. अशें थोडे भुरगे आसा जे अकावंटन्सीय शिकोवंक शकतात, जाल्यार तांकां तें दिवपाक जाय आनी एनईपीत ताची प्रोविजन आसा.
नव्या शैक्षणिक वर्षात बदल प्रस्तावित आहा
एज ऑफ नाव तरी म्हणजे सध्या तरी 10थाची जी एग्जाम आसा 2025ची ही एन्युअल एग्जामीच जातली आनी 10थाच्या परीक्षेक किंवा ताची पुस्तकां सुद्दां बदल कांयच ना आसा, एन्युअल एग्जामच जातली. एक आमी बदल करूंक सोदता जो बिकॉज ऑफ ग्लोबल वॉर्मिंग, म्हणजे कशें आसा सबंद देशांत न्ही 12वीची एग्जाम ही आसा ती फेब्रुवारीच्या पयल्या विकान सुरू जाता, म्हणजे फेब्रुवारी 1च्यान सुरू जाता आनी ती सोंपता कशी फेब्रुवारी एंडा पर्यंत सोंपता. आणि 10वीची एग्जाम ही त्याच दरम्यान जाता. सो आमी ह्या वर्साच्या म्हणजे 2025चे आमी करतले की 10वीची एग्जाम जी आसा ती फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ मार्चाच्यान सुरू जातली, म्हणजे जवळ जवळ एक म्हयनो पयलीं येतली. एप्रिलाक कितें जाता, एप्रिलाक इतली गरमी आसता, ह्या वर्सा सुद्दां तुवें पळयलां आसतलें, आनी भुरग्यांक एक एकदां तरी आमचो पेपर सगळे 9:30 आसता. थोडे पेपर आमी 10 बी दवरताले, पयलीं 10 दवरताले, आतां ते 9:30 हाडले. सो आमी ह्या वर्साच्यान आमी 2025ची जी एग्जाम आसतली तेन्ना ती एग्जाम जवळ जवळ 3 आठवडे किंवा 1 म्हयनो पयलीं आसतली. सो मार्च फर्स्ट विकाच्यान ती एग्जाम सुरू जातली. पोर्शन कवर डेफिनेटली. आमचें कशें आसा, तुज्या दिवाळी वेकेशनाक ते आत्तां सुरू तांच्यांनी क्लासीस सुरू केल्या. आतां जवळ जवळ 10वीचे आनी 12वीचे ना म्हटल्यार तरी 10 to 15% थोडे भुरगे थोडे स्कुलांत क्लासीस घेतात, 15% तरी तांचो पोर्शन जाता. मागीर तांचे दिवाळी वेकेशन आसता, तरी वेकेशन जरी आसली तरी वेकेशनाक क्लास घेतात, एडिशनल इव्हिनिंग ते क्लास घेतात. सो बाय सगळेच आत्तां सुद्दां एज ऑफ नाव सगळे हायर सेकंडरी किंवा स्कुलां ही डिसेंबराच्या पर्यंत सगळो तांचो पोर्शन सोंपता. हांव तुका कारण सांगचो ना, तुवें फाटल्या वेळार कशें एकूच हांवें कारण सांगलें, मोबायलाचें सांगलें तुमकां हांवें आनी तेंच तुमी धरलें. हांवें म्हटलें की मोबायलाचें एक कारण अशें हांवें म्हटलें. मोबायल जर रिजल्ट कमी येवप किंवा वाडप हेका अनेक कारणां आसतात, पूण तुजी क्वेरी हांव दुसरे वरवीं आन्सर करतलो. म्हणजे गव्हर्मेंट स्कुलांचो जो रिजल्ट आसा न्ही, म्हणजे आमचे कडेन 78 गव्हर्मेंट स्कुलां आसा. ह्या 78 जवळ जवळ 99% स्कुलांनी 7वो सब्जेक्ट घेतलेलो आसा, 7 सब्जेक्ट. आनी खंयच्याय 6 सब्जेक्टांनी जर तूं पास जालो जाल्यार तुजो रिजल्ट पास म्हणून येता. सो ती एक एडवांटेज आसा गव्हर्मेंट स्कुलांक. प्लस तांच्यांनी स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स म्हणून आसा. स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स जो भुरगो घेता किंवा स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन जो आसता ताका आमचें कशें आसा की 80 पैकी 17 पडूंक जाय नॉर्मल भुरग्याक, पूण ह्या भुरग्याक 11% पडूंक जाय. म्हणजे 80 पैकी ताका 9 जर पडले जाल्यार उरलेले तुजे स्पोर्ट्स मार्क्स घालून ताका आमी 33%चेर हाडपाचो प्रयत्न करता. अशेंय थोडे भुरगे आसतात जे आमी तुमकां सांगले न्ही 1.5% जे भुरग्यांक बेनिफीट मेळ्ळा ते अशें ड्युएल बेनिफीट. म्हणून ते एक रिजन आसूं येता की भुरग्यांक म्हणजे गव्हर्मेंट स्कुलांनी रिजल्ट कंपेर टू म्हणजे तसो एडेड स्कुलां कडेन पळयलो जाल्यार तो आसा. आनी ही कशी आसा 832 म्हणजे ती जवळ 319 आहात, ती 319 एडेड स्कुलां आहात आनी ही आहात 78 स्कुलां आसा. कितें सद्या आमचे कडेन कल्चरल मार्क्स आमचे कडेन ना आसा, एकच आसा स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स हें आसा. तुमी विचारच्या पयलीं हांव सांगतां एक क्वेरी रिलेटेड टू स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स आसा. एक कशें आसा की हे जे स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स आसा न्ही हे तुमचे एकाडेमीक रेकॉर्डाक एड जातले काय कितें जाल्यार स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स हे एकाडेमीक रेकॉर्डाक एड जायना. म्हणजे जो 600 पैकी म्हणजे मॅक्सिमम मार्क्स 100 सो 600 पैकी जर एका भुरग्याक 600 पैकी 600 पडले आनी 50 तुजे स्पोर्ट्स मार्क्स आयले जाल्यार ताचे आउट ऑफ 600 ते 650 जाता. जाल्यार ते 50 ते एड जायना, ते 50 तशेंच उरतले. फक्त तो भुरगो ते सर्टिफिकेटीचेर दिसता आसतना दिसतले की तो स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन म्हणून रिफ्लेक्ट जाता. ताका कालांतरान ताका कदाचित ताका फायदो जाता आसतलो, ताका स्पोर्ट्स पर्सनाक ताका फायदो जाता आसतलो. आनी पास करपा खातीर म्हणजे ताका जे स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स घालून जर तो भुरगो पास जाता आसत जाल्यार ते यूज जाता. पूण एकाडेमीक रेकॉर्डाक ते एड जायना. रिजर्व कॅटेगरीत जे भुरगे उरल्या न्ही तांचे एक कशें आसा एक स्पोर्ट्स आमचे सगळे जे सर्विसीस म्हणजे स्पोर्ट्स तुजे जे इंटरनल असेसमेंट 20 मार्क आसा ते 20 मार्क्स तांणी तांच्या स्कूल लॉगीन आयडीचेर वचून स्कूल पोर्टलाचेर वचून ते अपलोड करूंक जाय आसले. ते त्या भुरग्यांनी करूंक ना. आनी रिपिटेड कॉल्स ही 2 स्कुलां आतां रिपिटेड कॉल्स म्हजी टीम त्या फाटल्यान उरली, तांकां पर्सनल कॉल केले तरी देर वेर नो रिस्पॉन्स फ्रॉम देम. म्हणून तांचे ते रिजर्व दवरल्या तांकां. आतां तांकां आफोवचें पडटलें, तांकां आफोवन तांकां तेंचे शोकॉज नोटीस दिवचे पडटले तांकां त्या स्कुलाक. कित्याक तुमी करूं ना. आतां कशें आसा एकदां आनी कशें आसा हें केन्ना सांगलां आतां जर जेन्ना तुवें स्कूल लॉगीन पोर्टलाचेर जेन्ना मार्क्स अपलोड करता तेन्ना तुवें डावनलोड करून ते चॅकूय करूं येता तुजें जालें काय ना तें चॅक करपा जाता. जर सपोज तुका ते मार्क्स दिसना तुवें सबमीट केले म्हणटा, जर तुका दिसना जाल्यार तुवें येवन कितलें डिस्टन्स आसा बोर्ड हॅबिच्युअल ऑफेंडर जशें न्ही दीस इट्स अ केअरलेस पार्ट ऑन द इन्स्टिट्यूशन. तशें ना हे हो एक कोण नवीनच आसा. म्हणजे कशें आसा एक जो कळना न्ही तांकां म्हणजे वचत बाबा कॉन्टॅक्ट करूंक जाय. कदाचित त्या वेळार तो जो थंय एडमिनिस्ट्रेटीव कोण पळयता पळय एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन तो नवीन आसतलो, तो पयलींचो रिटायर्ड जालो आसतलो. मागीर ते हेडमास्टर येता तो नवीन आसता, आपणाक कितें खबर तेणी केलां न्ही तें अशें जी प्रकार आसा न्ही. पूण एज फार एज पब्लीक एग्जाम आतां ह्या भुरग्यांचो रिजल्ट उरलो तांचो रिजल्ट डिक्लेअर जायना, दे आर अंडर स्ट्रेस. हाचो विचार करपाक जाय. आमी कितले कॉल करता. म्हजी टीम तर आमी हांगाच्यान फाटल्या विकाक जवळ जवळ 11 साडे 11 पर्यंत वता हांगाच्यान जेवण हांगाच. हेजोय विचार करपाक जाय न्ही. आमी रिजल्ट बेगीन कित्याक घेता फुडले तुमकां फुडले एडमिशन्स आसा, फुडली तयारी आसा, फुडले एकाडेमीक वर्स सुरू जावंक जाय म्हणून आमी हांगा दिता. इवन अवनूय एक हें केल्यार आतां थोडे रेकॉर्ड जे आसा ते डिजी लॉकर म्हणून तुमकां खबर आसा तशें नॅशनल पोर्टल नॅशनल डिपॉझिटरी आसा ताजेर जो डॉक्युमेंट जो वता न्ही तो फायनल व्हेरिफिकेशनाक तुमकां आनी खंय वचपाची गरज ना. म्हाका दिसता गोवा हे म्हाका दिसता फ्यू स्टेट आसतले भारतांतले जेणे डिजी लॉकराचेर आमी ह्या बोर्डान डिजी लॉकराचेर आपले डॉक्युमेंट्स अपलोड केल्यात. बरी फॅसिलिटी ती. आनी आमी सगळे इनिशिएटीव म्हणजे आमची खंयचे तुमी मॅन्युअली तुवें मार्क्स हाडून दी आमी यूजच करना. पेपरलेस इट इज. इवन स्पोर्ट्स मेरीट मार्क्स सुद्दां तुमी तुमच्या स्कूल लॉगिनाचेर वचात थंय पोर्टलाचेर अपलोड करात आनी तुमकां ते दिसतले बी सबमीट केल्या उपरांत. जर कितें जर टॅक्निकल इश्यू आसा जाल्यार यू कॅन कॉन्टॅक्ट अवर टीम आनी इतले आमी अवेलेबल आसतात. इवन हांगासरलो स्टेट बोर्डाचो चेअरमॅन सुद्दां फोन घेता स्कुलाचे हेडमास्टरांचे टिचरांचे फोन घेता, सेक्रेटरी घेता. कितें म्हाका दुख्ख दिसता अशें. करेक्ट. आनी वी वील डेफिनेटली रायट इट टू द स्कूल मॅनेजमेंट. ह्या स्कुलाच्या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशनाक लागून इतल्या भुरग्यांचो रिजल्ट उरला म्हणून अशें आमकां केन्ना मेळोंक ना न्ही. सुटी आसता हें आसा सगळें मान्य आसा पूण सुटयेन आमी काम करता न्ही. सर तुमी कितें आनी कितें जालें क्वेरी जालें. थँक्यू. सांगा. कॅन यू गो टू दॅट स्लायड 120. आतां थोडे कडेन कशें जालां थोडे कडेन तांच्यांनी एका फॉर एग्जाम्पल NSQF सब्जेक्ट आसा ताजे इंटरनल मार्क्स आनी अपलोड करूंक ना. थोडे कडेन एका मेजर सब्जेक्ट आसतलो सोशल सायन्स ताजे अपलोड करना, बाकीचे केले. आनी म्हजी टीम परत तांकां कॉन्टॅक्ट करीत आसा जाल्यार दे डोंट रिस्पॉन्स. हय दोन्ही आसा.
So आता enrollment कमी आसा न्ही registration वर्सा दोन्ही 10th आनी 12th.
ना मोर ऑर लेस इट इज सेम. इतली काय कमी नासा आनी आमचे कडेन सीट्स आसा जवळ जवळ आमचे कडेन 110 हायर सेकंडरी आसात.
10वी आनी 12वीक almost exam म्हणटा 700 600 700 कमी exam आसा. भुरग्यांचो registration.
इतलो कमी ना तो. इतको कमी ना. आसतलो थोडो डिफरन्स आसा. या थँक्यू अँड प्लीज